Welcome back.
Joining us this morning is Special Agent in Charge Bill Bodner with the Drug Enforcement Administration, and we'd like to start. Thank you for being here this morning. But we'd like to, of course, we'd like to start with the deadly confrontation last week in Woodland Hills. LA field agents were serving a warrant at a home and someone was killed. It's not common for DEA agents to be involved in shootings like this.
It's actually very uncommon. And this investigation started over the summer in July, unfortunately, like many of our investigations that we've talked about in the past, with a fentanyl overdose. And last week, that investigation led us to this house on Norland Drive in Woodland Hills. We had a federal search warrant to search the residence for evidence of fentanyl trafficking. We did find a substance that we believe to be fentanyl in the residence after the search was completed. But during the period where we're securing the house, our special response team, in essence, it's a SWAT team. They're very skilled law enforcement personnel. They're highly trained. They encountered an armed suspect who wasn't compliant, and a shooting occurred. It's very unfortunate, but as we've seen in some of your stories today, that there's a percentage of the population out there that just doesn't care about law enforcement, doesn't care about the badge, and they're going to fight.
And that investigation's still ongoing, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, you bring up fentanyl, and I'd like to talk to you more about the massive amounts of counterfeit pills that you guys are still recovering, coming in mainly from drug cartels from Mexico. First, I want to show our viewers some video, and I want you at home to look. And you're going to see two pills there that are kind of whitish in color, and then this blue pill that this person, this lab tech, is going to bring over that's blue. And I want you at home to look at these and think, which one do you think is real, and which one do you think is fake? Because one of the colors is counterfeit, one is real. And as you look at those, they're both pressed pills. They both have markings on them. The blue one is the real pill. The white ones are counterfeit. And what we've been talking about time and time again is the fentanyl issue. What pills are those disguised to be, and what's the reality for anyone who purchased the counterfeit stuff on the street?
So the number one pill we see counterfeited right now is a 30 milligram oxycodone pill. And it has the M30 stamp in it. And generally they're blue. In that case, we showed a white fake one, but even I've seen blue fake ones, thousands of them. I've heard people say they're laced with fentanyl. That's actually not correct. There is no oxycodone in those pills. The active ingredient is fentanyl. And probably 1 out of 4 pills on the street has enough fentanyl in it to kill you.
So is it that only people are really looking for this street because it's on the street because the price of it? Why would somebody take that risk? Because it keeps happening time and time again, Bill.
So that's a great question. So I think when the opiate crisis started maybe 10 years ago, it was driven to some extent by unethical doctors, and doctors wrote prescriptions without medical necessity. A percentage of our population became addicted to opiates. We've done a good job of working with doctors, working with their professional organizations, and cutting down on those prescriptions. Where does that shift the demand? It shifts it to the illicit market. And the drug cartels have said, wow, we can really use this as a profit center. We'll start making drugs that look just like the prescription drugs, and we'll sell them on the street, and people will think that they're actually the prescription drugs.
Wow. The other thing is traffickers are also coming up with different ways to bring the drugs in. I understand Union Station is being used. Is it a new hub? How did the drugs come through?
Yeah, so it's not necessarily a new hub. The traffickers are always probing. They're always looking for where we law enforcement have a weakness. It makes sense to bring drugs up from South California by train. They're not on the freeway. They know CHP has an aggressive interdiction team, and they're going to try it. And it goes on every day. In this one particular case in late October, we were one step ahead of them. We had information that there was methamphetamine coming in, and we had undercover personnel in the train station, and they were able to identify the suspect as he got off the train and place him under arrest. It's not uncommon that we see drones, ultralight aircraft, tunnels under the border. It's changing every day, and we always need to be on top of it.
Wow, they're using drones now too.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, Bill, thank you for your time again. We'll see you again soon here. You always give us information that I think the public really needs to know when it comes to fighting the war on drugs right now.
Appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right.
Thank you.
Bill, thank you.